Yes, how we can restart the service system CTL, system CTL, status, service name. What is the service name? HTTP. System CTL, start, HTTP. System CTL, stop, HTTP. System CTL, yes, restart, HTTP. So this is the service. This is the service name. This is the command. How we can start or how we can verify the if the service is running or not. Something like Apache is running or not. Something like FTP is running or not. NFS is running or not. Yes. How we can verify? We can verify it by using the systemctl command. Systemctl status HTTPD, systemctl status HTTP, start HTTP, stop, restart, to reload. These are the status. These are the service start, stop, start, restart status. So guys, so for example, HTTPD is the Apache service. Apache service. So how we can deploy a new code into the how we can deploy how we can release a new code into the service, something like a developer again develop the new code, something like a 2.0. So we can stop the web server, Apache server, systemctl stop Apache server. So we can move index.html or something like whatever maybe. So we can copy a new code into here and we can start the service. We can start the service is nothing but a, so this is the deployment. This is nothing but a deployment or a release. So deployments are a release. So now you got understood, right, guys, how the deployments are done. Something like a developer develop that code. So developer develop that code, and integrate. Sort of integration that. This is the integration. So this is the integration. So this is the operation engineer do. So who do this is the manual process. Manual process. This is the a manual process. So in the manual process, so operations are there. So development. So development people develop the code and integrate the code, and operation engineer. Operations engineer. Engineer plus engineer will deploy the code. Will deploy the code. So, but the DevOps guys, what is the DevOps? CI/CD, continuous integration and continuous development. So, but here, so this is the manual process. Everything will be manual process. How we can automate this process is nothing but a DevOps. How we can automate this process? How we can automate this process? The same way, the same way. So we are installing the OS, right? We are installing the OS, something like a CentOS 7, we are manually installing the OS. I don't want to install manually. I want to install through a code. How we can do it? How we can do it through code? So through code we can build the infra. So through code we can deploy the application. We can deploy the application. What DevOps role? DevOps role will do automate the process. Will do automate the process. Guys, understood? Guys, Josna, Kim, Nagraj, Vamshi, very Sai. Understood? Josna?
Yes.
Yeah. So what is the DevOps role? To automate the process. Everything will be automate. Everything will be automate. If there is a manual process will be there. So DevOps guy will automate the process. Will automate the process. Something like this is a application. So this is a this is a deployment. How we can do the deployment? So we can do the deployments manually on the on-premises environment. How we can automate this process? How we can automate this process? Same like as a infra building also. So infra also we are something like we are installing the manually. We are installing the manually, but how we can automate this process? How we can automate this process? Something like yesterday, Nagraj is asking. Yeah, so, Nagraj, you there? Hello.
Yes. Yes, bro.
Yeah, yeah. So, yesterday you were asking the question something like what is VI slash etc
Mm.
this config network F1 CFG. So,
Mm.
right?
Yes.
For example, this server is located in the US data centers. So, where this server located?
US data centers.
US data center. So, you are located in India. So, you want to connect a server from you want to connect a this server from US to
Mm.
your your laptop. So, laptop is for example a Windows laptop, right?
Mm.
Windows laptop. So, so how you can connect this server from US to India? What what you will need? What you need to connect this server?
Cloud environment, internet.
Yes, internet. You need a internet access, right?
Mm.
Yes, you have the internet access. You have an internet. So how you can communicate? So what is the communication protocol to connect this server from here to here?
Putty. SS.
SSH, right?
Mm.
So we need a SSH communication to from here to here. Right?
Mm.
So so how we can get the SSH communication? First of all, how you can get the internet connection to the server?
Mm.
How we can get the internet access to the server? Either Wi-Fi or something like from your laptop Wi-Fi. For example, in the server, so we have I already told Ethernet ports. What is that?
Yes.
Ethernet
Internet.
Ethernet ports. For example, this is one Ethernet port. This is one Ethernet port. For example, two Ethernet ports are there. So, for example, three Ethernet ports. Yes. Okay. So, I already discussed this one, but again, I will discuss. So, the first one is ETH0. So, if it is a virtual, so that will be ANP0S3. So, it is a physical TH1. So, if it is a virtual NPS ENP0S8. ETH2 NP0S9. So this is the ETH1. So something like this is a, for example, this is the ENPH03, which is the ENPH08, this is the ENPH09. So three Ethernet cards are there. So every Ethernet card having the IP address. Ethernet card having the IP address. Every Ethernet card having the IP address. For example, so where it is located, this Ethernet card's information. The Ethernet card information will be located under the /etc sysconfig network hyphen scripts. Network hyphen scripts. So network hyphen script. So this is the file configuration files allocated. So what are the names of these files? IFCFG ENP0S3, IFCFG ENP0S8, IFCFG ENP0S. So these are the Ethernet card names. These are the Ethernet card names. These Ethernet cards having the IP address. What is that? IP address. IP address. What is IP address? What is IP? Internet protocol. Protocol. So what will be there? IP address will be there. So for example, this is a NAT. NAT. This is a bridge. So this is a host only. Host only. So these are the three. These are the three IP addresses. Three. So three Ethernet cards with every Ethernet card having the IP addresses. So this is NAT IP address. This is bridge IP address. This is host IP address. So from local to local, you have a mission, in your office, you have another mission. So there is no internet connection, but how we can connect from these two by using the NAT, without internet, we can connect with the NAT. But if you want to connect over the internet, definitely we need a bridge. Need a bridge connection. So if the bridge connection, so it will be connecting from anywhere, US to UK, US to India, US to US. So if you want to connect over the internet, definitely we need a bridge connection. We need a bridge connection. So everything having the IP address. For example, so something like ENPS having the 192.168.56.101. Something like this is having a 192.168.0. Something like 23. This is the 10.10.0.26.101. For example, so these three are having the IP addresses. What is having IP address? How you can connect? How you can communicate from here to here? How we can connect this server from here to here? Definitely, we need a communication. What is the communication? Is there bridge communication? If the bridge communication, where the bridge communication get? So in the Ethernet card, having the IP address. So then we can connect the server. So definitely we can connect the server through IP address. We can connect the server through IP addresses. Yes. You understood, Dr.
Yes, bro.
So Josna Kim. So guys, network concept not yet completed, but I will tell you. So once US something like AWS network. Once from the AWS network, I will tell you the networking. Okay. Yes.
Okay.
You will understand more on that time. Okay.
Okay.
Hmm. Guys. So this is the which environment, guys? DC. What is this, guys? DC means, guys, tell me. DC means,
Data center, right?
yes, data center. Data center are on premise. So data center are on premise. DC data center are on premise environment. So this is the DC environment. So DC environment, what we are doing? So we are doing so DC is nothing but what they are providing. They are providing the IaaS. What is IaaS? Guys, what is IaaS? Guys,
Okay, so it's
I
infrastructure as a
infrastructure as a service. Yeah. What they are providing the infra, right? So we can keep our servers into the data center. So why data center? Something like if you are keeping it in our in our home or house, so something like there might be only one. So there may be only one internet and one power, something like. So what is the data center provides? Data center provides the multiple types of power and the multiple types of internet, and they are providing the infrastructure as a service. DC data centers are providing the infrastructure as a service. So they are providing the physical and virtualization also concepts also. But why we need why we need a cloud? So cloud also provides the guys cloud also provides the cloud services. What are the cloud services? IaaS, PaaS, SaaS. So, guys, tell me. So the slogan of the cloud is pay as you go. So pay as you go. So something like, and guys, cloud providers. So do you know, guys, what are the cloud providers? Guys, does anyone knows what are the cloud environments?
Yeah, we have the AWS.
AWS, Azure,
Very good. AWS,
Azure,
GCP.
Azure,
Google Cloud,
yes, GCP, Oracle Cloud, IBM, Alibaba. So these are the cloud providers. Who are the cloud providers? Azure, AWS, AWS. AWS is the service. AWS is the provider. So who created this one? Amazon, right? So Amazon, Azure. Who created this Azure?
Azure Microsoft.
Yes, Microsoft company. Microsoft company. So designed the Azure. So what about GCP?
Google.
Google Cloud. Google company. Google company developed the Google Cloud. So
Oracle.
Oracle company. Oracle company. And IBM company. IBM, IBM Cloud, IBM company, something like Alibaba, also Alibaba Cloud, Alibaba company. So Alibaba from China. Okay, these are the cloud providers. So what is the slogan of the cloud, guys? What is the slogan? Pay as you go. So why popular? Why cloud popular? Cloud also provides the same. Cloud also provides the same something like what they are providing. They are providing the they are providing the they are providing the physical servers and virtual server. They are also providing the infrastructure. They are also providing the infrastructure. But why cloud popular? So why cloud? So here, so if there is any issue, so manually, so that manually you need to go to the data center and resolve the issues, right? Resolve the issues. So what is the innovation thought? What is the big innovation thought? The big innovation thought comes under the future of the data center is nothing but a cloud. The future of the data center is nothing but a cloud. What is the slogan of the cloud? Pay as you go. For example, here guys, here. So you keep the server, something like you keep the servers, or for example, it is the virtualization. So you keep a virtualization server and something like for example a development in a development these are the development environment. For example, this is the development environment. So in this development environment, the developer comes on Monday to Friday. So from 9 a.m. to 9 a.m. to 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. and Saturday and Sunday is off. Okay, Saturday and Sunday off. So how many hours? 24 times 4, 48 hours free. 48 hours free here. So daily 8 hours he is working. So 16 hours. 16 into 15. Something like 16 into 16 into 5. 16 into 5. So 80 hours. 80 hours free. So total how many guys? 128 hours. Guys, total 128 hours. We are not using the these servers. We are not using these servers. So we can shut down. So these 128 hours we can shut down. As morning, a developer comes 9 a.m. Once he come, he can start the server. Once he log out, he can stop the server. But so if you are running or if you are stopping the server, so definitely we need to pay the money. There is no concept if you are using, then only you can pay. But the concept is cloud pay as you go. So whenever you use the server, so that time only we can pay the money. So otherwise we can't. You can't pay the money. The concept is I think but a pay as you go. Now you understood, right? Something like a virtualization. So we this is the development server. Development server. Developers comes. A development servers comes. For example, non-production. So non-production. So the non-production QA development people are using. So they are working on daily 8 hours and the Saturday Sunday is off. Something like 128 hours per week. Per week 128 hours are free. So they are not using the server for 128. So why we need to pay the 128 hours? Is there any solution? Yeah, the solution is cloud. Clouds is a pay as you go. Whenever you use the server, that time only we can pay the money. That time only we can pay the money. For example, for development servers, so for example, development servers, so 1 lakh per month. 1 lakh per month. So it reduces the 90% of the 90% of the cost. So here, so something like a 10,000 10,000 per per month. 10,000 per month. Because of here we are not stopping the server, but here we are stopping the server. Whenever the developer comes, we can start the server. Whenever he wants to left the shift or off from the for left for that day, so he stopped the server. So then so then so then that time. So whenever we start the server and whenever we stop the server, so that time the time interval, something like a on and off time, they will calculate and they will pay the money. They will calculate and they will pay the money that time only. So that is the concept of a pay as you go. Why cloud is popular? Pay as you go. Why cloud is popular? Pay as you go. Something like what is a cloud? Guys, so the simple thing is, what are the applications? Applications are website. Guys, tell me, what are the website you are using in our internet, in our browser? Social media site, right? Facebook or WhatsApp, Google, Facebook, WhatsApp. So these are the social media website. Social media website. So the other one is a banking domain. Banking domain. Banking. So for that banking purpose, for the transactions, so for the online transactions, for the purpose, Citibank. Citibank is using. So before something like before initially there is no application, there is no website for the banking. There is no website for the banking. So then you can go to the bank and so you can withdraw the money. You can save the money, something like you can save the money from your on your account. You can take the money and go to the bank, and then you can in the bank you can do the transactions. But nowadays, so you don't want to go to you don't want to go to the banks. So there will be a solution called as a application. A website is created. You have a login username and account. You have a credentials. You can log into your account, and you can send the money whatever you want. So banking application also there. Something like an insurance. Insurance, before there is no insurance application. So there is no for the applications for the websites for the insurance. So nowadays, so insurance also having the something like here LIC, something like a Tata Life Insurance. All the life insurances, they are creating the application. So they are creating the application. In the hospital, also there is no application for the hospitalization also. Something like so there is something like a medical or a checkup. So whatever it may be, everything will be created the checkups. So before there is no application, there is no website for the medical checkup. All these domains, social, so there will be a application. Banking, there will be application. Insurance, there will be application. Hospitalization, there will be everything, something like a food delivery apps, everything. So before that, so we need to go to the restaurants, and we can buy and we can take the. So nowadays there is a food delivery apps. So if you order something, it will get from the food delivery. It will get from the Zomato, Swiggy, whatever the apps. Something like before. So before there is no application for the transport. So we can go to the railway station, or we can go to the flight, something like so then we will purchase the tickets. But nowadays, every something like airways or bus, or something like a train. So everything you can use the website, and you can reserve your tickets, right? So before there is no website, there is no applications for that. The same way, so before there is no application, there is no website for the infrastructure. So there is no application or a website for the infrastructure. In cloud games, what is a cloud? Cloud internally connects to the data center only. Cloud internally connects to the data center, and so this is the data center. This is the data center. So cloud internally connect to the data center only. They create a application. And connect to the. They create a website. So for example, AWS. So AWS, they create the website for the IaaS. They create a website for the IaaS, infrastructure as a service. Before there is no website for the infrastructure as a service. So after cloud came, they created a website. They created a website or a application for the infrastructure. So they created a website API, AWS API, Cloud API, AWS API. Azure API, GCP API, Oracle Cloud API, IBM API, Alibaba Cloud API. They created their website and link it to the data center. They link it to the data center. So why? So we can connect from anywhere. We can connect from anywhere. So internally it connect to the data center only. It connect to the data center only. This is the just the application. Same like as a banking application, insurance application, hospitals or mobile or something like a social media, Facebook or same like they created application for the infrastructure also. They created a website for the infrastructure also. So that website will connect automatically, will connect to the data center. So what are the operations? If you want a instance, same like as here. So here we have an application. We can use the application and we can get it from within 5 minutes, below 5 minutes, below 5 minutes because of the already predefined environment. If you click the applications, if you click the buttons, it automatically up here. Something like AWS. AWS having their own data centers. AWS having their own data centers. AWS data. Yeah. For example, Amazon plans a new data center outside the Paris. This is the data center. So this is the Amazon. So this is the Amazon data centers. This is the Amazon data centers. This is the Amazon data centers. Amazon data center. So this is a something like Amazon data center. So these all are the data centers. These all are the linked with the something like. So what is a cloud? AWS environment. AWS console. Yes, beautiful. Guys, this is the website. So this is the website for yeah. So this is the website. This is the website for the website for the infrastructure. So infrastructure. For example, EC2 instance. So if you want a instance, if you want a VM, so here we can click the instance, something like a launch instance. So they are already predefined. Everything will be predefined. Already predefined will be. So something like you launch instance, it automatically launch instances. If you are providing just providing the all the information, it will automatically install the services. This is nothing but a AWS environment. Something like a Azure login portal, Microsoft Azure, something like. So if you want something like a free account or sign in, we can sign in. So we can sign in. It automatically provides. Yeah. So this is the Azure. So this is the Azure a website. Something like a Oracle Cloud. So Oracle Cloud. So this is the Oracle Cloud. The same like as a GCP, Google Cloud, Google Cloud Console. So if you want, we can start for free. So something like this is the Google Cloud, Oracle Cloud, Azure, AWS, Alibaba, IBM. So these are the cloud. So clouds. So the cloud is nothing but a API or a website. So if this connects Something like if you launch instance, it automatically launches the instance where it will launches. So it will launch the server in the data center. It launches the server in the data center. Some, for example, you are selected as a US region, or you are selected as a India region. So if you are select in US region, it automatically get the server in the US region. If you are selecting in the region, India region, it automatically connect to the India data centers, and you can install the OS in data center only. So this is just a application. This is just a application. This is just a website. So it linked to the data center only. It linked to the data center only. Whatever the operations we are doing in the data center, so we are doing in the data center, the same operations we'll do in the cloud environment. We will do it on the cloud environment. So what is that? Just a website created for the infrastructure. They created a website for the infrastructure, and then they link it to the data center. But on-premise environment, so there is no application, there is no website for the on-premises environment. So the big innovative thought comes, and so they provided a website, and they link it to that all the data centers. So what is the slogan of the cloud? Pay as you go. That's the reason it is a very popular. It is a very popular. So 90% of a 90% of a cost reduction from on premises to a cloud environment because of a pay as you go. Pay as you go. So whenever you something like here you stop the services automatically connect to the data center. The data center, so it stops the services. It stops the server. Stops the server. So it stops the server. So what are the cloud services? But so apart from IaaS, data center provides only IaaS service. But apart from why cloud is popular? They are providing the PaaS and SaaS also. They're providing the PaaS and SaaS. What is a PaaS? What is a SaaS? So IaaS is nothing but a infra as a service. SaaS is nothing but a platform as a service. SaaS is nothing but a software as a service. SaaS is nothing but a software as a service. Software as a service. So what is IaaS? What is PaaS? What is SaaS? Okay. So only data center provides IaaS. Only data center provides IaaS. But cloud provides these three services. Cloud provides these three services. Why cloud popular? So cloud popular because of these two services are so adding in the cloud environment. So what are these three? So IaaS is nothing but a infra as a service. PaaS is nothing but a platform as a service. SaaS is nothing but a software as a service. I will tell you something like, so you only, so in our company, so you have a operations engineer, you have a development engineer, everything will be there. Everything will be there. You purchase the infra as a service. Then you can install the OS. Then you can install the platform as a service is nothing but a platform. So platform is nothing but a so we need to so once we install the OS, so I want to deploy application. I want to deploy a code. I want to deploy a code. What we need? We need a web server. We need a web server and Java. Something like the the code is developed through the Java. So we need a Java, and so we need to deploy application where we need to deploy application either Tomcat or Apache web server needed. So this is nothing but a platform. This is nothing but a platform. Platform as a service. Yeah, platform as a service. They are also providing the platform as a service. Yeah, platform as a service. Next, software as a service. Something like, for example, I am a developer. I'm a developer. I don't know the platform as a service and the infra as a service. Developer what knows? Developer develop the code. Developer develop the code. But I want a web server to deploy our application to the service. So what they asking, a developer doesn't know the infrastructure as a service, and platform as a service. So who are providing that two services? Cloud providing those two services. Yeah. So cloud, AWS or something like they installed a server and CentOS, and apart from that platform also. So developer doesn't know the platform. So up to platform, infra and platform. So who provides? AWS provides. So developer develop that code, deploy that code into the software. Software is something like their software or a website, a social media software. So whatever the software, the application, they deploy. So, so deploy is nothing but a software as a service. Software as a a developer wants IaaS and PaaS. So they already having the software also. They already having the software. They can deploy the software. But so some other client needs all these three. All these three. What are the three? Software as a service, platform as a service, infra as a service. Everything will be provided by the AWS. They're provided by the AWS. What they're providing? They're providing, yeah, they're providing the infra. They're providing the platform, Java, Tomcat is installed. They're providing the code also. Yeah, code also provided. So code also provided. For example, software as a service, a Gmail service is a software as a service. So they are creating the website. They are creating the website, and just we are using it. And so Facebook also a software as a service. They already infra, platform, and software. Everything provides a software. Everything provides something like a Facebook. Facebook also provides. So they doesn't know anything. So client wants this website. Who developed that website? Yeah, I am here. I'm providing the IaaS, I'm providing the PaaS, I'm providing the SaaS also, software as a service also. Yes. So every solution is providing the cloud. Cloud provides everything. IaaS, PaaS, SaaS. Now you understood, guys? What is SaaS? What is PaaS? What is IaaS? Why cloud? So what is the use of, what is the benefits of the cloud? Guys understood? Cloud is very simple if you know the data center. So the same operations will do. So but here we are doing the manually, but here so we can use through the application, we can deploy. Whatever the actions we are performing in the data center, the same way, the same operations will do it on the cloud also. But why cloud? Cloud, why popular? They created a website for the data centers. So if you want, you can click one click, it automatically deploy. It automatically deploy. But so if you keep the servers in the data center, definitely if you are using or if you are not using, definitely we need to pay the money. So but in the cloud, if you are using the cloud, you can pay as you go. Whenever you use the servers, then at that time only you can pay the money. Otherwise can't. So it will reduces the money from 100 to 90%. 100 to something like it will reduces 90%. It will uses only 10%. 1%. And what are the cloud providers? Azure, AWS, GCP, Oracle Cloud, IBM, or Alibaba. So the core features of the cloud is same. The cloud core features, something like IaaS services and public cloud, private cloud environments, public, private, and hybrid clouds. The core feature is everything same, but the naming convention is different. Something like so here we are using as a VM virtual machine. Here we are using as a instance in the AWS. It's instance, Azure it VM, GCP it VM. The naming convention, services, the services are same, but the naming convention is different than other cloud environments. If you learn the AWS, if you learn any one of the cloud, either AWS or Azure or GCP or Oracle, IBM, Alibaba, if you learn any one of the cloud, it easily to understand the other clouds. It easily to understand the other cows because of the core features. The core functionality is the same for every cloud, but the naming convention is different. But the naming convention is different. Naming convention is different. Guys, now you understood? Guys, understood?
Yes.
Tim, Henry, Josna, Nagaraj, Sai, Vamshi.
Yes, yes.
Yes.
Understood, right? Just they created an application. They just created application. So this application also connect to the this application also connect to the this application also connect to the data centers only. But they created a website for to link the data centers. To link the data center. They already created a predefined environment. They already created environment. If you click, it automatically install. It automatically install. So just whatever the website applications for social media, banking, insurance, hospitalization. So how cloud came? Cloud provides the infrastructure as a service for the website. A website is created for the infrastructure as a service also. That's the reason cloud is popular and pay as you go model. So cloud, every cloud, Azure also. So every cloud is connected to the data center only. They just created the application. They just created the application and they link it to the data centers. They just created the application. They link it to the data centers only. Or whatever the operations we are doing in the data center, the same operations will do in the cloud also. But apart from that, IaaS, this data center only provides the IaaS, but in the cloud they provide as IaaS, PaaS, and SaaS. So if you want a platform as a service, definitely they will provide the platform as a service. If you want a software as a service, yeah, Amazon hiring development people, platform engineer, operations engineer, everything having that something like for example AWS supports everything. Cloud supports everything. Cloud supports everything. But in the data center, they supports only the IaaS. They supports only the IaaS. Why cloud popular? Because of these three and the slogan. So pay as you go and IaaS pass as. That's the reason. So cloud is more popular than a data center. The enhancement of a data center is a cloud. The future of the data center is a cloud. Whatever we are doing in the data center on-premises environment, the same we are doing here, but they created as a services. Something like here we want a EC2 instance. So something like a VM virtual machine or a server. So here something like so EC2 instant. EC2 is a service. So something like here, something like we need a storage for the app logs and DBA logs. So we can create a server and we can keep it the something like a hard disk of 1 TB TTB and they can attach it. We can attach it to the C. So but here they are providing a service called a S3 storage service. Here there is no storage service, but here we are creating another server and we can attach the hard disk to this all the servers. But here they are providing the S3 solutions. S3 is nothing but a storage. So virtualization, something like a networking, storage, or something like. But here they are providing all the services for the all the environment. Something like you see all the services. So for analytics purpose, application integration purpose, blockchain, business application, compute, containers, custom enablement, database purpose, developer tools. So if you want to create a database in the if you want to create a database, so something like first we need to create the server, something like a Center 7, they can install the Oracle or MySQL, Postgres or whatever it may be. But here they are providing as a service. If you click the database or a Oracle service, it automatically internally create the OS and install the software. Here they are created as a service. They created as a service. Everything created as a service. So front-end web application, mobile, game development, internet, everything will be machine learning, management and governance, media services, networking and quantum, robotics, satellite, security and identity, storage, everything they are created as a services. Everything they are created as a services. Understood, guys? So what are the so cloud providers? What are the cloud providers, guys? Guys, tell me, what are the cloud providers? Guys,
AWS.
AWS,
AWS, Azure, Google.
GCP,
everyone
Oracle,
can speak.
IBM, Alibaba.
Yes. So what are the cloud providers? AWS, Azure, GCP, Oracle Cloud, IBM. What are the cloud services, guys?
IAS, PAS,
IaaS, PaaS, SAS, IaaS, PaaS, SaaS. These are the cloud services. So cloud providers. What are the cloud environments? Cloud environments. So cloud environments. What are the cloud environments, guys? Public, public cloud, private cloud, and hybrid cloud. Hybrid cloud. So what is how this hybrid cloud is nothing but a private and public cloud is combining with is called nothing but a hybrid cloud. Public, a private, and hybrid clouds. Guys, tell me, everyone can speak. What is the cloud environment?
public
So what are
cloud,
the cloud
private
Public cloud,
cloud,
private
hybrid
cloud,
cloud.
and hybrid cloud.
what are the cloud providers?
AWS, Azure,
FCS,
GCP.
cloud service. Okay.
Yeah. So this is the cloud providers. This is the cloud environment. This is the cloud services.
Okay.
The cloud environments and cloud services, cloud providers. So these are the core functionalities of the cloud. These are the core functionalities of the cloud, guys. Core functionalities of the cloud. Now you understood, right, guys? Just mute yourself. Yeah.
Yes.
So yes. So now you understood. Just so there is no much difference between data center and cloud. Data center and cloud. The same operations will do whatever we are doing in the data center. So we'll do it in the cloud environment. So just easy, guys. Very, very easy. So why? Because of why I'm telling from starting onwards data center. So this is the purpose. I'm telling the data center concepts from starting. So when you know the data center, it is easy. The cloud, if so we need to learn. So it easy to learn AWS also. Easy to learn cloud environments also. If you know any one of the cloud, it automatically understand the other clouds easily because of the naming convention should be the different. So the core features will be same. The core features will be the same, but the naming conventions will be different. Something like here EC2, so here VM, something like here VM. So the naming convention should be different. The naming convention will be different. Guys, now you understood, guys? Guys, understood or not?
Yes.
Yes, right? So AWS material, guys. So what is a cloud computing? Why we go for cloud computing? History and horizons of the cloud computing. Characteristics of the cloud computing. Types of the cloud services. Software as a service. So platform as a service. Infra as a service. Cloud implementation type and conclusion. So guys, we'll tell you tomorrow. What is a cloud computing? Why cloud? So I already told you most of the so this is the basic, guys. Yeah, we'll see it on the tomorrow also. Something like so. Why we go for the cloud computing? So these are origins of the cloud computing. Yes. So cloud computing. Why? What is the characteristics of the cloud computing? So cloud service layers. What is the cloud services? So infrastructure as a service, platform as a service, application as a service. We'll tell you guys. We'll show you tomorrow. This is the data data center environment, traditional IT. So if you took the AA service, what up to how what the services they are providing. If you took the platform, up to what services they are providing. If you took the SaaS, it will provide the everything will be done. Cloud implementation types, guys. So private cloud, public cloud, hybrid cloud. So both the private and public is nothing but if you want to both services, there is nothing any hybrid cloud. So public is different and private is different. So we'll tell you guys tomorrow. We'll conclude all the things. So hybrid cloud too. So the conclusion. So lab, what is AWS? Benefits of using AWS, history of and origins of AWS, AWS components, AWS services, AWS regions, AWS availability zones, AWS edge locations, AWS certifications. So I will tell you guys, no worries, no worries. These are the basic things. So this is a basic thing. This is the basic thing for every cloud. This is the core features of the cloud. So if you want to go for AWS, if you want to go for Azure, if you want to go for GCP, if you want to go for so the core features will be same. The core features will be same. Same. How cloud came, when it started, who started. So what is the origin of the cloud? We'll tell you tomorrow. Understood? Guys, dead, easy, guys. No worries. Whatever the operations we are doing, we are done in the on-premise services. So the same way we are doing in the cloud, but they are created as services. And they predefined environment. They created an application for the those services and they are linked to the data centers. So what they are linked the application, whatever the application, if it is a AWS application linked to their own AWS data centers. Azure linked to their own Azure data centers. GCP linked to the application linked to their own GCP applications. Now you understood, guys?